Hey friends, this is Lady Flora, and I wanted to show you I guess it's an unboxing of The Good and the Beautiful Level K, which I'm really excited about. My daughter is already reading, but we decided that we were officially starting kindergarten, and when I looked at the assessment online for grade levels, it definitely looked like there were some things that she could learn from this course, such as phonics. We don't do a lot of phonics. A lot of my daughter's reading is sight words. Spelling, we don't do spelling at all. So it would be really good to start incorporating that, and grammar and punctuation is pretty much non-existent. Now we do read a lot of, we do good read alouds and a lot of good readers for her age, and we are passionate about art appreciation. So yeah, in some ways this is going to be very easy for her, and in other ways it'll be new information. So this is pretty exciting. So these are all the lessons. Looks like okay, this is pretty cool. We've got 47 lessons, it looks like. So that's really cool. And we're going to be doing, to work on during entire course, we're going to do phonics cards, sight words, spelling words, and poetry memorization we're going to do. He's outside, honey. So this is really cool. Okay, so I'll just hop right in. Yes, so you know these are all the things that the course covers: phonics, reading, spelling, grammar and punctuation, literature and art appreciation. I know there have been a lot of reviews so far on The Good and the Beautiful. It's it's like the hot curriculum of the moment, I guess. But and these are all the mini books that it comes with. Okay, that's cool. So okay, that's pretty cool. So like 30 mini books, I guess. That's pretty awesome. And then I like how, so this is one of the assessments, and then this is like way more structured than I'm used to doing. Like, since my daughter's in kindergarten, I have not done very much homeschooling. I'm pretty new to this, and we kind of just randomly pick up books and do random lessons on things that we're interested in. And I guess the only structure that we did was teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons, and so this is a step up for us structure-wise. But okay, so this is cool. When they do the phonics cards, when they master them, they get to color that in, which is cool. Although my daughter's not a huge fan of coloring things in, but still, that's a cool way to feel like you've accomplished something. And you separate your cards into your phonics cards into learning, mastered, and not learned. And I guess you just do 7 to 10 cards at a time. Sorry if I'm going through this quickly, but I wanted to give you an overview. And then we do sight words, and then they can color in. When they get the sight words, when they get like a list of sight words done, then they can color something in. So like when they know all of these sight words, it says color the cow. And you can check off mastered, and then you can color the cow. So that'll be very quick work for my daughter there with the sight words. But spelling is going to be good and a little challenging for her. So that is cool. Practicing spelling words. And then it looks like, okay, so it looks like when you spell the word, oh yeah, I think I read somewhere you have to be able to spell the word for 3 days before you check it as mastered. And then later you go through and hit review. And again, if you get chart 1 accomplished, then you get to color the rocket. Well, that's cool. My daughter does really like space, so maybe she'll like that. This is very cool. And then there's some poems here. When you memorize a poem, you have to recite the poem to 3 people other than the mom or other than the teacher. Maybe your dad is a teacher, or maybe grandma is a teacher, but the child has to recite the poem. Okay, that will be challenging. This is cool. I really like this poem here. I read it before. A noun is a word for a person, place, or thing. A bird, a nest, a field, a tree. A mom, a dad, a kiss, a dream. A noun is a word for a person, place, or thing. A verb tells what the subject does. Jump, climb, lift, or love. Think, help, hope, or hug. A verb tells what the subject does. That is a very cool poem. I like it, Jenny Phillips. And this is cool. Okay, so here, this is lesson 1, I believe. And they have, yeah, this is lesson 1, and then they have an assessment at the beginning of the lesson. And if your child already knows all this stuff, then you skip it. So that's cool. I don't think my child remembers that there are 26 letters in the alphabet. And I don't think she has this stuff like memorized, even though she does read and she sometimes will write words too. Okay, so now we're getting into the actual lessons here. So if it's in black, you read it to the child. Okay, so then I would say there are 26 letters in the alphabet. Some letters are vowels, some are consonants. How many letters are in the alphabet? I like how you're continuously reviewing this idea. So 26 letters in the alphabet. Here are the vowels. Every word has to have at least 1 vowel. A consonant is any letter that is not a vowel. Okay, this is very cool. I like how we review it a lot. Now this is challenging. Okay, so long and short vowels. My daughter does not really know what a long or short vowel is, and so this will be good. Okay, cross out all the pictures that contain a short vowel. Remember, a long vowel says its name. Okay, so that's cool. So like snail has the letter A in it, and the A is saying its name. Grape, the A is saying its name. A. Okay, that's very cool. Tree has a letter E in it, and the E is saying its name. This is cool because I feel like this is making the child picture the word in their head. At least that's how I take it. And then this is cool. You can write the letters here. I like that they have the lines, the dotted lines, because I feel like this is how you should learn. Because you've got to learn that certain letters stay below the dotted line and then other letters go up above the dotted line. That's good. Okay, so that was the first lesson of the Level K course book. So in some ways it is like a workbook, but in other ways I feel like it goes a little bit further. There are lots of other videos about this series on YouTube, so you probably already know how wonderful the artwork is, because that's what everybody talks about. So I won't talk about that as much, but as you can see, it is really beautiful. And this looks like maybe an art appreciation segment, which is really cool. And this is some more spelling and stuff. Okay, sorry. So that's really cool. That's the course book. So this is sort of like a workbook and a teacher's manual all in one. And then these are, I guess this is the reader, but it contains multiple stories and books in here. It's going to be so hard to keep my daughter from just reading this whole thing. I tried to do devotionals with her, and she just wants to read all of the devotionals. And I try to tell her, no, we just read one a day. And she wants to just go ahead and read everything. So that's a little tricky. I don't know if I will be able to keep her from reading through all of these, but maybe I will. I'm just going to skip ahead to I like these Dick and Jane books. This is cool. Okay, so this is like the last story in the book, and my daughter would definitely be able to read this. So this is like the most challenging story in the reader. Okay, so yeah, I already knew that the reading part would go really fast for her, and maybe we'll even get done with this series, this curriculum. Maybe we'll even get done with this curriculum early. And these are the mini books. I guess I'm supposed to cut them out. They're still in the wrapper here. But I guess I need to cut them out and staple them together. Print the pages double-sided on heavy copy paper. Skipped a step. Oh, yeah. Each single sheet makes one mini book. This is cool. Okay, well, we get highlights magazines, and they have mini books in them as well, so I think that will be pretty easy. And then this is the phonics card. See, everything is still wrapped. I haven't unwrapped it yet. But I believe we have to also cut these out as well. Okay, so we have to cut and staple these together, and then cut these out, and then separate them into, I guess, sections. But yeah, so I wanted to do a review. I noticed there were a few videos on the good and the beautiful on YouTube already, which is wonderful, but I guess I wanted some more information for myself, so I hope that this provided a little more information on what kind of stuff you're going to find in the workbook / course book. So this is really cool. Hopefully this helps. Oh, this is cool. So I guess this is like more art appreciation type stuff. Very nice. Yeah, I thought I was going to be one of those people that just didn't use the curriculum, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Check out my blog. It's the Lady Flora blog.wordpress.com, and I've got lots of homeschool ideas on there, as well as nature exploration. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a sublime day.